Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Look, have you heard? But it's good. RFK, Robert F. Kennedy, has joined the Trump train. And this is good news. This is extremely good news. Some of y'all probably won't catch on or figure out what's going on. But let me tell you, Robert F. Kennedy, Donald Trump teaming up to fight the New World Order for the last 24 months. I keep saying, New World Order don't love you. They hate you. And guess what? He figured it out. A lot of folks joining. A lot of folks joining the team now because they see that the New World Order, the deep state, the globalists, these elites, really, truly trying to kill you. Really trying to take your freedom. Now, I still have a problem with car insurance and property taxes. I feel like that's the type of slavery I'm dealing with, but and y'all are too, but we're gonna have to fix that. But what Robert F. Kennedy said at the Trump rally a couple of days ago was powerful. I really hope y'all took the time to listen to what he had to say. What he said was powerful. It was very uplifting. And some of y'all, if you don't get it, if you don't catch on, I'm gonna have to get you to do the Willy Wonka. You know who the Willy Wonka is, right? The chocolate factory. I'm gonna need you stop, turn it back, rewind, play it again. Okay? And listen what the man is saying. Okay? But if you can't figure out what's going on, I hope you figure out soon. You only got a couple of days. No, you got about 2, 3 months for you to really figure out what's going on and figure out there's a battle between good and evil, you know, Satan. Now I know a lot of folks say, well, I don't like Trump. Trump this, Trump that, Trump, Trump, Trump. Y'all go to church every Sunday. Now I know y'all know about Paul, right? Out the Bible. Saul. Okay. All right. So if you can read the Bible and get convulsions and pass out in the church and know the Bible more than I do, then what's the problem? I guess you would say you're a hypocrite, right? But we're not going there. But shout out to Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard done came out and said, man, you know what? I'm done with this Democratic Party, man. And in case you guys just don't understand, I bet that you don't know who Tulsi is. Let me look it up for you. Tulsi, where you at? I just saw you. Where you at, Tulsi? Bam! Tulsi Gabbard out of Hawaii. You know, this girl right here, she said, I'm done. Now remember back in 2020, she was running for the presidency along with Kamala Harris. And she shut Kamala Harris down. Camel toe. However you pronounce her name, Kamala, Kamala, I don't know, whatever. But this woman right here shut her down. A couple of days after she shut her down about the crime rate and how she was locking folks up for misdemeanors and keeping them in jail. After she shut them down, about a couple of days later, she got out the race. Kamala Harris. But see, y'all don't have memory. Y'all don't remember that. You feel me? That's Tulsi Gabbard. Then you had Elon Musk come out and say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. Shiitake. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all playing games. Y'all really not trying to help the American people. And I'm not even from here. I'm South African. That's a real African American right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And he said, y'all tripping, man. Y'all harassing me? No, I'm out. I mean, it's a lot of folks coming over. You know what I mean? So shout out to Elon Musk. You know what I mean? And a lot of other folks gonna be coming out for the next couple of weeks. You know. So once again, I gotta say shout out to Robert F. Kennedy. Um, what he said at the Trump rally is extremely powerful. And I don't want to give you tidbits. I'd rather you listen to him and say it. But taking chemicals out of the food, really studying and trying to figure out what's up with autism. That's my man right there. That's all I want to hear. But without further ado, how about we get into it, guys? Y'all want to get into it? Let's try it. Let's do it. This is it. This is the video off the YouTube, so hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Let's check it out.
Tonight, I'm very pleased to welcome a man who has been an incredible champion for so many of these values that we all share, and we've shared them for a long time. I don't think too many of you people have heard of him. He's very low-key. He's a very low-key person, but he's highly respected. He is a great person. I've known him for so long. For the past 16 months, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, yeah. Whatever you do not sue Robert F. Kennedy or Trump for singing the Foo Fighters. But copyright, I hear the music, I got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna cut this thing. But maybe we can't cut it. But I'm just gonna keep talking. Y'all know the song. Y'all know the song, right? Okay, then. Let's cut it off. Let's keep talking. You know what I mean? Like this,
Man, whoa. And he deserves it. He deserves it. For the past 16 months, Bobby has run an extraordinary campaign for President of the United States. I know, because he also went after me a couple of times. I didn't like it. And I mean this sincerely. Had he been allowed to enter the Democrat primary, he would have easily beaten Joe Biden, but they wouldn't let him in. They put up rules. I've never seen rules like you had to have 65% of the vote in order to run, you know, little things like that. His candidacy has inspired millions and millions of Americans, raised critical issues that have been too long ignored in this country, and brought together people from across the political spectrum in a positive campaign grounded in the American values of his father, Robert Kennedy, a great man, and his uncle, President John F. Kennedy. And I know that they are looking down right now, and they are very, very proud of Bobby. I'm proud of Bobby. You want to know the truth? And I don't think I've ever introduced anyone that got applause like he just got. I must tell you, I don't think it's true. I don't think I've ever introduced anybody that got applause like that.
Right. Right.
It's amazing. It's true. Amazing. Soon after I can't even believe I have to say this, nearly assassinated in Pennsylvania last month, Bobby called me to express his best wishes. He knows firsthand the risks incurred by leaders who stand up to the corrupt political establishment. When you stand up, you bring on some trouble for yourself, but you have to do what's right. You have to do what's right for the country. I will tell you, we are both in this to do what's right for the country. That's one thing I can tell you. He lost his father and uncle in service to our country, and Bobby himself was subject to repeated threats to his safety during the course of his campaign while being denied protection by the Harris-Biden administration. And this is a tribute in honor of Bobby.
Secret Service.
I am announcing tonight that upon my election, I will establish a new independent presidential commission on assassination attempts. And they will be tasked with releasing all of the remaining documents pertaining to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. And they will also conduct a rigorous review of the attack last month. But I tell you, I have never had more people ask me, please, sir, release the documents on the Kennedy assassination. And we're going to do that. And I also want to salute Bobby's decades of work as an advocate for the health of our families and our children. Nobody's done more. Millions and millions of Americans who want clean air, clean water, and a healthy nation have concerns about toxins in our environment and pesticides in our food. That's why today I'm repeating my pledge to establish a panel of top experts working with Bobby to investigate what is causing the decades-long increase in chronic health problems and childhood diseases, including autoimmune disorders, autism, obesity, infertility, and many more. We want every child in America to grow up and to live a long and healthy life. So I just want to ask Bobby to speak for a little while. I'll stand aside. I'm going to stand aside. But I can only tell you, I've known him a long time. We've been a little bit on the opposite side of the equation, but I will say this, he is a brilliant, I still think of him as young. He's not that young. I always call him young, but he's not that young. But he is a phenomenal person, a phenomenal man who loves the people of this country as much as anybody can love the people of this country. So, Bobby, please say a few words. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you. A few hours after the assassination attempt at Butler, I got a call from a safe food advocate named Kelly Means, who's been fighting for many years to try to end the corruption at CDC and FDA and USDA. And these institutions, these regulatory agencies are actually run by the big food processing companies, the big ag and the chemical companies that they're supposed to regulate. And he said to me that he'd been advising me for many years and on my campaign. And he told me that night that he was also advising President Trump. And he asked if I would talk to President Trump. And I said, of course. And about a few minutes later, I got a call from the president. And we talked. We had a very good talk. And then he invited me to come see him the next day. And I went to Minneapolis and saw him. We met again a couple of weeks later in Florida. And we talked about, not about the things that separate us because we don't agree on everything, but on the values and the issues that bind us together. And one of the issues that he talked about was having safe food and ending the chronic disease epidemic.
You hear that? That's what's most important, though. Yeah.
Our children are now the unhealthiest, sickest children in the world. Don't you want healthy children? And don't you want the chemicals out of our food?
Right.
And don't you want the regulatory agencies to be free from corporate corruption? And that's what President Trump told me that he wanted. He also told me that he wanted to end the grip of the neocons on U.S. foreign policy.
Right. Neocons.
He said he
Y'all
didn't
better look
want
'em up.
any more $200 billion wars in Ukraine, that we could use that money back here in the United States.
Right. Right.
And the best way to build a safe America is to rebuild our industrial base and rebuild the middle class in this country. And don't you want a president who's going to get us out of the wars and who's going to rebuild the middle class in this country? And he told me that he wanted to end the censorship because the whole basis of American democracy is the free flow of information. And we know that a government that can silence its opponents has license for any kind of atrocity. And can you think of any time that you can look back in history and say that the people who were censoring were the good guys? They're always the bad guys, because it's always the first step down that slippery slope to totalitarianism. And don't you want a president who's going to protect America's freedoms? And who is going to protect us against totalitarianism?
I hope you're listening.
And I want to ask you again, don't you want a safe environment for your children? Don't you want to know that the food that you're feeding them is not filled with chemicals that are going to give them cancer and chronic disease? And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
Yeah.
Thank you all very, very much, and God bless you, and God bless America.
Oh, let's get out of this. Let's get out of this right here. I just thought I'd just post it, show what's really going on. I'm surprised even YT even put it on, because they've been trying to hide this man for almost a year and a half now, ever since he said he was running for president, and they railroaded him. Millions and millions of dollars he had to come out the pocket just to get on the ballot. And then they still gave him hell. Then they wouldn't give him security, Secret Service security. Denied him. They wanted this man dead just as much as they probably wanted Trump. I just hope you guys get it. I mean, it's a war. And one thing I'm gonna say, and I hope you don't have your kids in the room with you, but I gotta say it. I'm sorry. I just got to say this. Cover your kids' ears up, but please don't listen to this bitch. Okay, please. This bitch gonna get us killed. That's all I gotta say. All right, be off, be off. I'm telling you, please, folks, turn her off. Remember, she's a millionaire, but telling you lies, man, lies. Okay, seriously. But I just had to come on here and just show y'all this video because I know some of y'all probably ain't even seen it. I'm telling you, the New World Order is real. Okay, globalism is real, and they are trying to attack the United States. Okay, so it's on y'all. I know where my vote is going. Okay, I don't want nuclear war. I'm gonna keep saying it in every video because it seems like y'all don't know how serious nuclear war is. I got a family. I got children. You know what I mean? So, and I love to travel. All right. Well, anywho, I'm out of here. I'm getting sleepy. Time to go to bed. Y'all take it easy. If you like what I'm saying, like, subscribe. If I don't get a strike, that is. I'm also on YouTube. Excuse me. I'm on Facebook. Really, thank you. Podcast. Look it up on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I won't even on X. You know what I'm saying? I'm on X. Gorilla thinking. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy.